Chase Lee Hockey here with the Blue Futon. If you knew, Netflix had a new movie out called The Good Nurse. This is the documentary about the real-life story called Capturing the Good Nurse. Will this documentary capture your attention? Let's find out. Capturing the Good Nurse, what's this about? It's a very simple premise, actually. This talks about the health system of what happened to the good nurse and how many people has this dude killed. And with this, we're interviewing toxicology officials. We are the admin of the hospitals, the nurses involved, and the policemen involved. So I like this documentary. I thought it was an okay one. This one was kind of hard to hold my attention just because there wasn't anything like shock and awe. That sounds awful. But you know how some documentaries that are like, oh shit moments? This is more of like very calm. Just interview. Here's some tapes of some phone calls, more interviews, tapes, and this is how we did it. So with that, I'll give the positive of the movie. This is a very interesting story. Let's put it that way. That we don't know how many people this guy's killed. I think after the documentary, they said he did at least 17 to like 24 or something, or like in the 30s. But there's also saying that there could be up to 400 because how many IV bags he spiked. So this is like a fault on the healthcare system. People are like, oh, it's U.S. healthcare. You really think that doesn't happen in other like malpractices around the world? Absolutely. You just don't hear about in the USA or anything like that. But this guy was just completely messed up and he just couldn't stop, which is kind of weird why he couldn't stop. Like, what gratification are you getting about hurting these people? Because he really thinks that he's saving them from the pain, but what gives you the responsibility? Like, that's Canada shit of like, oh, we are the government, or the UK, we decide if you could live or die. And apparently now we're doing like assisted suicides where it's like someone's like, I want to commit suicide, and the hospital's like, bet you want to commit suicide, come on over to suicide land. You're just like, what the fuck? Like, this is like the menu type of shit. So you're just like, what are we doing? But yeah, with that, I find it baffling. But to keep your attention with this documentary might be a little hard for some people because, like I said, it is a slow burn. There's no oh shit moment. There's no like crescendos of music. There's no just yelling of dialogue. It is all everyone's being like, why didn't you call me sooner? I trusted him. How could he do that? And that's the whole dialogue aspect throughout this documentary. So when you have a documentary like this, it is good to get all the information out of how messed up this thing is, but some documentaries do need to have that little bump to it. Does this one? Maybe, but I thought it was good enough to watch, but only if you're interested in this type of source material. So overall, Capturing the Good Nurse, it was a well-made documentary, but it is hard to hold one's own with like trying to figure out, am I really interested? Because it is a very time-landed like storytelling, but also when you hear it, you just think, I kind of want to hear more about the admin person and this admin person. But of course, the hospitals don't want to take any. They just want to wash their hands of like, I'm not interviewing because that could lead to suing other people. So Capturing the Good Nurse will receive a 3 out of 5 Futons. It goes at 60%. So the Critics News Scores gave this one. I'm sorry if I'm looking over there. I'm looking at my door handle and it looks like one of my screws are missing, but I just think I'm a little bit crazy. So we have 67 with both the critics and audience score. We have 6 critics, fewer than 50 audience, no critic consensus. So overall, we're all in the 60 range. It's fine. If you've seen the movie, The Good Nurse with Jessica Chastain and Eddie Redmayne, and you want to watch the real life documentary, I do recommend it. But if you just want to watch this by itself, I mean, just prepare for it to be a very, very slow burn. 67-60. Chase Hawk with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think is Futontopia. Your Blue Futon. Think about a fantastic day. And let's stop killing people, please.